Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you to this daily PIB analysis videos. These videos they come in the evening in both Hindi and English language, and in the morning the Hindu editorial videos they come in both Hindi and English, and the PDF you will get on the Telegram channel of StudyIQ and on the Facebook group of mine, Amit Sani Group for IAS Preparation. So MCQs that I gave to you yesterday, Swachhata Shakti was launched from Gujarat. From Gandhinagar. It is the third particular event from Kurukshetra, Haryana this year. Second one was in Lucknow, UP. So this option is wrong. Second is right, that women sarpanches are going to be felicitated under it. So B, only 2 is the correct answer. MCQ 2, the Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana Kendras, they are flagship scheme for Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, where the Department of Pharmaceuticals and these kind of other drug related issues are also coming under the Ministry of Chemicals. It is not Ministry of Health. So that's very confusing one, and although it is regarding the generic medicines, so this option is wrong. And BPPI, Bureau of Pharmaceutical PSUs of India, is the financing agency selected for it. It is providing 2.5 lakh rupees per setup. So only 2 is the correct answer here. And under Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Yojana, community health centers are being upgraded. No, it is wrong. Only the PHCs and the sub health centers which are coming under these CHCs, they are being upgraded to health and wellness centers. Okay, and the 30 plus age population is targeted, not 40 plus. It is 30 plus. It has reached up to 30 plus now. And D, none would be the correct answer, because both the statements are wrong here. Next, the data is regarding the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. You see, Indo-German Environmental Forum is going on in New Delhi, and the theme is cleaner air and greener economy. And all these are simple issues where they are focusing on the agenda, Sustainable Development Goals Agenda 2030, and the nationally determined contribution under the Paris Agreement. So all these things are normally discussed here, and this is going on as a routine, particular collaborative theme. And 5 P's, these are the India's declaration for this commitment under this environmental and sustainable solutions. 5 P's: people, planet, prosperity, peace and partnership. You can write these things as India's strategy in this area in the mains examination or in the prelims examination, they may ask you. So this slogan is very important for India, that 5 P's we are following here. And in all these sustainable development, determined contribution, climate change, solar issues and all, everywhere these 5 P's are important. Next, the National Film Development Corporation of India. This is a central PSU. This was incorporated in the year 1975. Importantly, 100% owned CPSU, public sector undertaking. And there are categories of these PSUs. We all know that Maharatnas, Navaratnas, and the smallest one, Mini Ratnas. So in the Mini Ratna category, the NFDC is there, and it is declared winner this year under the Ministry of MSME's declaration. And because it is the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, they are focusing on the SC/ST entrepreneurs mainly. This focus is going on for that, and regarding that, this NFDC is selected. And if we talk about this NFDC, because a lot of things are going on in the film production these days. You see, the bill came regarding the piracy, and the new film museum was inaugurated in Mumbai. And now this is NFDC. This is a central PSU. So rarely people know about this thing, that there is a PSU regarding film production in India. So around 300 films they have funded, produced, and 100% finances are always given to these debutant directors and co-productions with the foreign and Indian filmmakers and all. So all these things are appreciated by this, and fundings are given. And there is a program called NFDC's Film Bazaar that has become a very great platform for promoting and showcasing Indian cinema to the world. So they may ask you regarding this. Next issue is from the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. You see, the natural gas sector, petroleum sector, and the hydrocarbon policies and all, these all are coming under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. And for coal, we have a separate ministry, Ministry of Coal. Okay, so these two would be discussed here, but the data is coming from the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. You see, the expansion of gas pipeline network across the country, that is going on, and we have a city gas distribution network. You see, in the metro cities these days, you must be noting this thing, that they are installing some yellow colored pipelines, and these are PNGs, pressured natural gas or piped natural gases. And 16,788 kilometer is completed and around 14,000 to 139 kilometer gas pipelines are being developed. So directly the gas is being taken to the homes. Okay, so directly there would be no issue of cylinders and refilling in these cylinders every month and all. So these things would not be in the future. And PNGRB, that is a regulating body for the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. It was established by a Act 2000 Act of PNGRB Act was there. Okay, and it's a regulating body. It is taking care about the distribution, financing and management and all these the implementations and all the regulation areas are coming under it, apart from the exploration of the hydrocarbons and the natural gases. Okay, so apart from exploration, it is taking care of all. PNGRB 2006 established under Act, so it's a statutory body, regulating board. And you see 9th city gas distribution bidding round is going on, and till 10th round we would be spending 1 lakh crore rupees investment in this city gas distribution sector. It's a very huge thing. And you see 98,000 kilometers of pipelines will be built under this 9th gas distribution bidding round. So that is important. And you see one more thing here is crude oil and gas imports. There we are addressing reductions, because our capacity, we want to become independent in these areas, but that is not important. That is not possible for us, because we are not the major producers. We don't have that much reserves as for the shale gas America has, for the natural gas Russia has, and in the Middle East areas the crude oil wells are there, but these things are not available to India. But we are trying our best. We are finding new areas, and for that the exploration licensing policy HELP is there. It's a new addition, and it is going to replace the existing production sharing method with the revenue sharing methodology. So revenue sharing is going to be the future methodology here. And open acreage licensing policy would be there, where these bidders would be choosing their own blocks. And discovered small field policy, that is also an important addition here. So all these things are going to be supportive of India's independence in the natural gas and the crude oil sector. And there is a repository, the data repository is created for all these explorations and all these related data's coal blocks, the exploration blocks and all. Okay, so many initiatives are going on to boost alternative fuels also. Okay, for that we have National Biofuel Policy 2018. We have launched this policy last year, and it is for the alternative fuels. And you see, we are in a dire need of these alternative fuels, because our air pollution levels are very, very high. So we need eco-friendly fuels, and these biofuels are somewhat better than these conventional fuels. Okay, and the issue is of the pollution, and main issue is of the additional carbon addition in the atmosphere. That will not be done with these biofuels, although these are also based on the proper vegetation and its burning or maybe some decomposition of it, but additional carbon would not be added to the environment. That is the main concept. In these conventional fuels of coal and petroleum and all, additional carbon is released into atmosphere. That is not going to happen with these biofuels. That is the main issue. And we have a coal bed methane policy also. Coal beds are there in some areas where coal seams are available, mainly in the Gondwana coal area of Jharkhand, Odisha and Bengal. So in these coal fields, methane gas is also released in a heavy amount, and this methane gas is mainly the CH4, that is the component of natural gas. So that's an important energy source. Many times we see consistent flames in these areas because this gas catches fire. And this coal bed methane policy came in 1997. We recognize this area way back in 1990s, and MOU has been signed between Ministry of Coal and Ministry of Petroleum, because natural gas comes under the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and coal comes under Ministry of Coal. So these two ministries they have signed MOU for that. And Coal India Limited has given permission to exploit this coal bed methane. Coal India Limited, it's a Maharatna PSU, remember this. And under this help, there is going to be a unified licensing policy. Remember this term, unified licensing policy. You may recognize this in the prelims option, unified licensing policy under HELP, hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy. So it is the licensing policy. Next data is from the Ministry of Labor and Employment. They are coming up with the first national policy for the domestic workers. It has been a great demand for many years now from the civil society and Human Rights Commission and all, that make a policy, make a law regarding that. There is no separate law, so we are coming up with a national policy, and these all things would be taken care of in this particular policy. And the issue is very sensitive, because from the rural areas, remote areas, these workers are coming and they are sometimes stuck in these cities where they are totally exploited, and it's like a bonded labor situation for them. So the social security is needed, and you see we have a act, Unorganized Workers Social Security Act 2008. So we are implementing that, and state governments are mandated under this act that they will be formulating suitable welfare schemes for all these important goals: provident fund, employment injury benefits, housing, skilling, and schemes for their kids, educational schemes for their kids, and financial assistance. For all these welfare measures, states are mandated under this particular Unorganized Workers Social Security Act of 2008. So that is also being implemented, and according to it, we are making this first policy regarding domestic workers. Next is from the Ministry of Defense's data conferring Ashoka Chakra. Ashoka Chakra, I remind you, it is equivalent to the Paramveer Chakra, the highest wartime bravery award, and it is given to the military personnels. And this Ashoka Chakra can be given to civilians also, and plus military people also, but the main difference is that it is given in the peacetime when there is no war declared. So it is the peacetime equivalent of the Paramveer Chakra of wartime. Okay, and these are the conditions given here. And in 2019 it was given first time in the state of Jammu and Kashmir to Lance Naik Nazir Ahmad Wani, and it was highlighted too much in the media, and it was a very important award because it was given posthumously, and in the disturbed area of Kashmir it brought a lot of patriotic fervor. Okay, next, Ministry of Ayush, they have launched a e-Aushadhi portal, and e-Aushadhi is for acronym for Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy and Automated Drug Help Initiative. So they are going to support these manufacturers, practitioners and these consumers of Ayush medicines. And it is not only for Ayurveda, remember this, Ayush is for this Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, Homeopathy, for all these alternative medicine methods and alternative healthcare systems. Okay, so e-Aushadhi, as they all are going towards e-platforms and single window clearances and licensings through these online platforms, and addressing issues through and the grievance redressal through online platforms. So these all departments, all ministries are going through this particular way. So e-Aushadhi portal. Next, Department of Atomic Energy, they have released a data that 2.93% was the percentage from the total energy production in India. It was from nuclear energy, and it was for year 2017 and 18. You see, the main issue is of the security. If any kind of issue happens with the nuclear reactors, and a huge level damage can happen to the people, and thousands of people's life can be at risk. So Civil Liability for Nuclear Damage Act is very important here. We are addressing those issues, and you see the issue of compensation is also very huge in this area. So that's why nuclear insurance pool is also created for India. It is called INIP, Indian Nuclear Insurance Pool, because it is the issue of liability, that who is going to be liable for any kind of compensation or any kind of damage if that happens. As we saw in the case of Japan in 2011, it was one of the worst tragedies in human history. So this may happen because many reactors are being built up in India, and they are going to give us clean energy, but the issue of security is very important here. So we are making these changes, we are taking these steps. Amendments are done in the Atomic Energy Act, and we are going on the guidelines of the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA. Okay, and you see they have given acceptance to these construction of these 9 reactors, and the construction is going on for this Kakrapar in Gujarat, Rawatbhata in Rajasthan, Gorakhpur in Haryana, it is not in UP, Gorakhpur, Haryana, Kudankulam in Tamil Nadu, and Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu. The construction is going on, and production is also going on in these reactors. And you see, administrative approval and financial sanction is done for 12 more reactors, and these are Chatka in Madhya Pradesh, Kaiga in Karnataka, Mahi in Rajasthan, Gorakhpur, Mahi Banaskantha in Rajasthan, and Kudankulam in Tamil Nadu. So these are additional reactors. You may see some common areas like Kalpakkam and Kudankulam here. So these are additional reactors where financial sanction is given, and you see in principle approval is given to these particular reactors. You see Jadapur is one of the most controversial one. Kovada became also controversial, and Chhaya Mithivarti is in Gujarat, and Haripur is in Bangladesh. Sorry, West Bengal. Haripur is in West Bengal and Bhimpur is in Madhya Pradesh. So they may ask you regarding that. In the future we have planned these reactors, so their production is not started yet. In principle approval they only have, because many controversies are there, because lives are at stake if any kind of damage happens. You see the example of Bhopal gas tragedy that happened in 1984, and it was regarding methyl isocyanate. So nobody can forget that, and because of these kind of issues where innocent lives are lost, and these areas, these particular issues are very huge, and they are very dangerous also. If any kind of risk is there, then certainly protests would be there, and these people are somehow they have hindered this process. So that's why only in principle approval till now. Jatapur, Maharashtra, where France is a partner. So MCQs are there. Try their answers in the comment section, and you can write great mains answers based on these facts, these data. You can put these points directly in your mains question answer writing. Okay, so PDF you will get on this particular Facebook group of mine, and you can search for that and send me a request. I would approve. So thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit.